December 9, 2024, around 2:30 in the afternoon, Santosh Deshmukh, the sarpanch of the small village of Massajog in Mumbai, India, leaves his house in his car. As he steps out, he just says, "Something important came up. I'll be back soon." On the way, he picks up his cousin, Shivraj Deshmukh. Both drive off together. But just a few minutes later, Shivraj makes a frantic call to Santosh's younger brother, Dhananjay. Shivraj's voice is shaking with fear and pain. He says, "Bro, some men just attacked Santosh and forced him into a black Scorpio. They beat me up too. I barely escaped." Hearing this, Dhananjay's mind starts racing with a single question. Who would do this to a man like Santosh? Someone so honest, always helping his village. Without wasting any time, Dhananjay informs the whole family, and they rush to the Kaj police station, filing a missing report for Santosh. Police quickly swing into action. They track Santosh's last known location, Dongan Toll Plaza, the spot where he was reportedly kidnapped. When they checked the CCTV footage from the toll plaza, the chilling truth unfolded. Around 3:30 p.m., a black Scorpio SUV pulls up. Several men step out, drag Santosh out of his car, and force him into the Scorpio. The license plate reads MH44Z9333, a VIP number. When the police trace the vehicle's registration, it sends a chill down everyone's spine. It's registered to Sudarshan Gule, a notorious local gangster from Maharashtra, known for his ruthless tactics. The mere mention of his name makes people tremble. Police quickly spread the word across nearby areas, urging anyone who spots the black Scorpio or Santosh to report immediately. The entire day passes with no breakthrough. Then, around 6:30 p.m., an anonymous call comes in. The caller says there's an unconscious body lying in a field near Daithna Shivar, just 15 to 20 kilometers from Dongan Toll Plaza. Police rush to the scene, and when they reach the field, their hearts sink. Lying there, drenched in blood, is none other than Santosh Deshmukh. His body is battered, covered in dried blood. His breaths are faint, but somehow he's still clinging to life. He's rushed to the hospital, but it's too late. The doctors declare him dead on arrival. Is standing up for the truth in today's world such a grave crime? Santosh Deshmukh, a man who dedicated his life to his village, who fought for the poor and tried to bring respect and dignity to their lives, is brutally murdered. And the cruelty doesn't end there. When he begged for a sip of water in his final moments, they spat in his face. Who were these men? Why did they target such an honest leader? How are these local gangsters ruling the streets with political backing unchecked by the law? To understand the full story, as always, let's start from the beginning. Santosh Deshmukh was born in the small village of Massajog in Bid district, Maharashtra. He was a bright student from the start, eventually earning his degree from Maratwada University. In 2013, he stepped into politics, and his honesty and dedication quickly won the hearts of the people. He was elected sarpanch of Massajog 3 times in a row. Under his leadership, Massajog received 19 awards in just 7 years for achievements like tree planting, clean water access, and sanitation improvements. The government even awarded the village 1.5 crore rupees in prize money. Santosh was a simple, down-to-earth man, always standing for truth and the common people. But little did he know that this honesty would one day become the reason for his brutal death. The roots of this tragic tale go back to 2024, when a Mumbai-based wind energy company, Avada, decided to launch a renewable energy project in Bid district. Their goal was to produce electricity through wind turbines, a sustainable, eco-friendly power source. A few months later, Avada approached the village of Massajog, seeking land for their project. They needed a large plot to set up their warehouse and office. When Avada's managers met Santosh, he agreed to the project, seeing it as a chance for his village to develop. But he had one condition: you must provide jobs to the local villagers. The company agreed, and Santosh leased them 30 acres of land. They set up their office, and the project took off quickly. But then, the story takes a dark turn. August 20th, 2024, Valmik Karad, a close associate of Congress leader Dhananjay Munde, hires the Ghoul gang to kidnap Avada's project manager, Sunil Shinde. Valmik Karad demands 2 crores from the company to let their project continue in Massajog. And if you don't do this, The consequences will be bad. The project manager got really scared after hearing this threat, and the very next day, he went to the police station and filed an FIR against Valmik Karad and the Gule gang. But Valmik Karad had a strong political backing. He was a close associate of Congress leader Dhananjay Munde, which might be why the police chose to ignore this case and took no action. So, without any fear, on September 11th, Valmik Karad called the company's manager again and demanded the 2 crores he had asked for. But even after repeatedly asking, the company never paid him. On December 6th, 2024, just 3 days before Santosh G's murder, Valmik Karad sent 3 Gule gang members to the company again, but this time, the security guards stopped them at the gate and refused to let them in, as they had previously created trouble inside the office. When the guards denied them entry, the 3 men got out of their car and brutally assaulted the security guards. Hearing the commotion, the company's manager, Sunil Shinde, and other office staff rushed to stop the fight. But the Gule gang members, already agitated, started verbally abusing Sunil Shinde and the other employees. Realizing things were getting out of hand, Sunil Shinde quickly called the village head, Santosh Deshmukh, and informed him about the situation. Within minutes, Santosh G arrived at the scene with a few villagers and managed to drive the 3 men away after a rough scuffle. But as they left, the Gule gang members threatened Santosh G, saying, "We'll get you. You won't live to see another day." Feeling deeply humiliated, the Gule gang vowed to take revenge on Santosh. And just as they planned, on December 9th, 2024, when Santosh Deshmukh was driving with his cousin Shivraj Deshmukh towards the Dongaon toll plaza in their swift car, a black Scorpio suddenly blocked their path. 5 to 6 men with weapons jumped out of the SUV. One of them smashed the car's window with a stone, dragged Santosh G out, and when Shivraj tried to intervene, they beat him badly too. Then they threw Santosh G into the black Scorpio. They drove around 30-40 kilometers to a deserted field in Kaij Tehsil, a remote area with no one around. This field belonged to Sudarshan Gule himself. There they dragged Santosh G out of the SUV, stripped him naked, and tied his neck to the car's tire with a wire. The torture lasted for hours, starting around 6 p.m. The horrors captured in the crime scene photos are chilling. Santosh G sitting against the tire, a wire around his neck. Sudarshan Gule can be seen putting his hand on Santosh G's shoulder for a picture, while Jairam Sathe pulls down his pants and takes a selfie. Mahesh Kedar stands in the background, laughing. At 5:15 p.m., Pratik Gule can be seen brutally beating Santosh G with an iron rod. According to the post-mortem report, more than 2 liters of blood had pooled in his body, showing just how viciously he was tortured. They made 15 videos and took 2 photos of the entire torture session. As the evening wore on, Santosh G, barely alive, begged for water, but the Gule gang had no humanity left. They mocked his pleas, even urinating on him when he asked for water. After killing him, the Gule gang dumped his lifeless body near Thetna Fata. Santosh G's only mistake? He stood up for his village's development, demanded jobs for his people in the Ada company project, and dared to confront the Gule gang's extortion demands. This wasn't just a murder. This case highlights the severe negligence of the police, who ignored early warnings and failed to act despite repeated complaints. Santosh G's sacrifice should not go in vain. He deserves justice. Tell me your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to like this video to spread this story to as many people as possible. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.